Do you guys like winning games even though you've made absolutely terrible decisions and constantly misplay? I know I do, and we do just that with this deck. That's a testament to how good it is. So let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. We have a Gruul deck for you today. Cue the intro. Let's get into it. What's going on today, guys? Thank you so much for clicking on my video. In today's video, we have a Gruul Aggro deck list for you. This one is going to be awesome because this one we actually took on the ladder and had 6-0 with it. We made a ton of misplays and somehow still came out with a W in a lot of our matches, especially the last match. So be sure to stick around for that and have a good laugh. But before we jump into the deck list and that gameplay footage, if you're not already subscribed here, we are on the road to 1,000. It is a special goal that I set for the channel for myself, and you guys lately have been absolutely smashing it with the subscription, so I do appreciate it. Also, if you're subscribed and notified on the channel, you're gonna know when I post videos weekly. I try to get out as much as I can throughout the week, but you're guaranteed going to get a video every single Monday, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future deck lists. All right, guys, also real quick too, I just want to touch on it. In the links in the description below, there are some links to like the Twitch, the Twitter, the Instagram, all that good stuff. If you guys want to click on that, follow those, I'd really appreciate it. But let's go ahead and jump into it and talk about the deck here. Like I said, this deck is absolutely powerful. It's super easy to win with too. It's kind of dummy proof, even though I misplay a ton of times with it. For the most part, if you're pretty smart, you should have no problem playing this deck. It's pretty simple. The strategy is pretty simple. You get down creatures like the Hellhound, like the Brushfire Elemental, you play lands, they get really big, you smash your opponent's face. That is the game plan. These two creatures here are the key to the deck. Getting these out early and often is how you're going to win the game. We got 4 apiece, 4 Hellhound, 4 Elemental Brushfires. These cards are busted because they can play them. You can play them and then, like I said, throw down a land. They pump up. This one pumps up 2-2. This one also pumps up 2-2. And they just smash your opponent's face. The good thing about the Elemental and why it's a little bit better is it has haste. So if you play this card on turn 2, then you play you play a land on turn 2, your Hellhound buffs up to 2-1. You're swinging in for 3 on turn 2, and it's only going to continue to get better from there. So up next, our next creature we have is Bonecrusher Giant. 3 Bonecrusher Giants. This is going to help us control the battlefield, eliminating any small creatures, especially creatures that might have death touch. That can be really problematic. We want to get rid of those out the field. So Bonecrusher Giant is a great way to do that. And then we have 4 Mammoths. This is going to be a fantastic card because the Mammoth is actually doubles as a land, which is awesome, but it also has the same landfall ability where if you drop a land, it gains 2-2. So another really powerful creature. If you can't find your Elemental or Hellhound, Mammoth is a really good card as a supplement to this deck. But most of the time, it's going to be a land. We're going to be playing it for that land if we can. So up next, we have Radha, Heart of Keld. This card is sweet, and I actually didn't find out the full potential of this card until the final game. It has a really cool passive ability in that you can look at the top card of your deck and play any lands from the top of your deck, which is basically the synergy of this deck, so it works out fantastically. But if you get into a late game and you need to hit your opponent for one final strike and just end the game, that pump at the end here, the plus XX for what, 6 mana, that can win you a game. This can become a 12-12 really fast, smash your opponent's face and win the game. So 2 of those, I'd actually even up this to 3 potentially, but we'll talk about that at the end of the video when we talk about things we might change with the deck. Up next, we have 4 Migratory Greathorns. This is going to be a huge engine to the deck. You're going to see a lot of the times in our early games, we're able to mutate this right on top of the Elemental. So the Elemental now becomes a 3-4 that pumps 2-2 for every time you hit a land drop. This card's going to get out of hand very quickly, and you're going to win games really fast with this combination. Here's a card we didn't actually get to play, unfortunately, in any of the 6 games that we played, but I feel like would be a really cool addition to the deck, is the World Sculptor. This is kind of a cool little landfall ability where you put 4/1/1 counters on a plant token that it's going to generate when it hits the battlefield. Again, we didn't get to play this card, but it would be really sweet to have the chance to win a game with this. It's a cool top end that you can win the game with late if you're kind of stalled out. And then we have, let's go to our spells now. We have 2 Spikefields. This is a new card, also doubling as a land, but we're going to use mostly 4 lands. But again, it has that Spikefield Hazard. If you're kind of behind on the battlefield and it's a small creature you want to get rid of, you could Spikefield it for 1 and exile it. Also, if there's a creature with Death Touch, Myers Triton, things like that, you can kill it, which is really cool. Also, we have Ram Through. Again, we want to avoid, I keep saying Death Touch because that's the only thing I could really think of that would really hurt us in this deck, because we have to keep getting in for damage consistently. So Ram Through is a great card for that, because you get to deal your creature's power, the damage of the power to the creature instead of them actually fighting. So you avoid dying to the Death Touch. Then we have 2 Shatterskull Smashings. This is the card that you're going to get to see me play at the very last game that I misplay horribly. And I had to use my brain, and of course it failed me per usual. So have a good laugh at that. But this is a really cool removal card. It gets rid of a lot of little small chump blockers off the field. Or you can play it as a land, shock it in for 3 damage. Then we have Roiling Regrowth, 3 of these. Again, just another way to get a bunch of land out on the field. I think this is way better than Cultivate now, so this is going to be my new go-to card for any sort of ramp style. It's a good way to trigger multiple Brushfire Elemental triggers and get in for a ton of damage. And then we have 2 Klothys. Klothys is another fantastic card that I kept getting full 7 devotion for, and this becoming a creature, and it kept happening over and over. It's actually very easy to do. So this card is a must-have in the deck. And again, this is another card that I didn't actually see the full potential and value of until late into the games, and I feel like this deserves an additional card in the spot as well. So finally, we have our Embercleave. 3 Embercleaves, because this card is busted and we're in a busted meta at the moment and we need busted things to do. So Embercleave is our busted tool to absolutely just end the games quickly. It has flash. You guys know this card. It just comes in, ends games absolutely. It just, I keep saying quickly, but it ends the game quickly. You throw this down on a creature, you double strike, potentially, if you mutate a Migratory Greathorn on Elemental, which drops an extra land, and then you hit an Embercleave. GG's, game over. Pack it in. And then Symbiosis is kind of a cool card. You probably could run 2 of these. I only had 1, but I wanted to throw it in here as one of just to see how it played. But it's also going to be just mostly a land for us, but you can also search for creatures, so that's kind of cool. And in our land base over here, we got 4 mountains, 4 forests, all of our pathways, 4 temples, 3 Fabled Passages, and 1 Castle Embereth. Now, the Fabled Passages were not in a deck when I played this originally, because I am a dummy and I forgot about Fabled Passage, and I actually ran into a deck midway through that had Fabled Passage and was triggering multiple landfall abilities. I was like, oh yeah, I should throw it in the deck, and I never did. So I played all 6 games without it, but I made sure to put it in here for you guys so you guys don't forget. All right, so that's the deck breakdown. I tried to get through that as fast as possible because we do have a lot of gameplay footage to get through. But again, if you're not subscribed, guys, road to 1,000 has begun. We're getting close. Thank you so much for the support, and all of you that have subscribed, I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Let's go ahead and get into some gameplay footage, and then after that, we'll talk about and break down how we thought the deck played and what changes we can make. So we'll see you guys then. Peace. All right, let's play some GRUUL Aggro. I'm very, very short on time right now. This is like the start of the recording. So probably only going to play 1, maybe even just 2 games. And then we'll pick up the recording again tomorrow. So that's how that's going to go, I think. But this is pretty good. We got Brushfires, a Greathorn. Yeah, I think this is pretty solid. Let's go ahead and play the temple. Let's see if we can't scry into a fast land here. Hopefully. Something I could just play immediately, like a normal basic land. That'd be pretty ideal. Oh, let's go. We hit it. Okay. Let's go for red because we have another green source. Get in for 1 here. Brushfire Elemental is a new card, and this is the kind of the reason I wanted to play this deck. It's a new landfall card that has such a crazy ability of just getting 2/2 per turn per land. And I feel like that could be really, really good, especially when you do something like this. But unfortunately for us, that has Death Touch. That has Death Touch. That's unbelievable. They really have Death Touch. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm still going to go for it. Wait, hold on. Can't be blocked by creature power 2. I didn't even know that card did that. Oh my god, that's so sick. That's so sick. So it actually can't even be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Ram through. Nah, let's play the land and go in for 3 and then see if we can't get lethal next turn. Well, yeah, so I was, this is my first time playing the card myself. I actually didn't even know about that power 2 or less situation. That's actually really good, especially up against this deck. I was gonna run it into that creature regardless just to get it off the field, but looks like their entire deck is Death Touch, so that's not good. But now that we have Ramp Through, I feel a lot better because the creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature you control. So I don't believe they fight, so I think this is going to be completely fine. Let's go ahead and do it now and just test my theory here. I don't believe the Death Touch is actually going to be a problem. There we go. And next turn we hit Roiling Regrowth and we basically win the game. We just win the game here, you know what I'm saying? GG's, let's go. That was pretty easy to say the least. Brushfire, better card than I even thought. All right, so off to a fantastic start. Loving Gruul Aggro. Obviously that first game couldn't have gone any smoother. I feel like this would be a pretty easy deck to run up to platinum with, but we'll find out. As long as we keep drawing our Brushfires in the opening hand, I can't see why we wouldn't do really well with this. So straight from temple to mountain, that's gonna allow us right into our Brushfire, and we're gonna start doing some work. We go first too, which is the bee's knees. I don't even know what the heck that was supposed to be. It's like a kiss. All right, temple. Hopefully we can scry into what do we want? We want Greathorn. We saw what it did last game. The Greathorn was busted, so let's hope for that. Don't think we need the Shatterskull at the moment. We don't even know what we're up against. I'd rather find something that is a tool to accelerate us. That can't block us, which we found out last game, so that's amazing. Mammoth is just kind of another land for us at the moment. We'll drop the other elemental down next turn and then maybe just play a land and get in for what, 6 damage? Man, that's so much damage. 6 damage right off the rip. That's crazy. Maybe just play the symbiote because we can save our fast lands. Next turn we might be able to cleave. Yeah, let's see. 4. Yeah, we can cleave as long as they don't kill us. We can cleave. And as long as their Scavenging Ooze doesn't get any bigger. Oh, this could be really good. I think we just won the game. I think we just turned forward them. Oh, that has protection though. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But let's just say we go in for what, 4. So 8 damage with this, and then all right, let's find out. Let's find out. Do we want to just go? Maybe we just want to go right through the serpent. Yeah, we're gonna want to go through the serpent because we don't want our creature to die. So that's what we'll do. We'll go over the top of the serpent, and then next turn we should be able to hopefully provide lethal. So drop this in so my Brushfire doesn't die. Is it just me or did that do that in a really weird order? I feel like that did that in a really strange order there. That felt like it hit them and then it went back and then hit them. That was weird. Okay, well. Oh well. Could drop the Mammoth and then play another land. Oh, that hits our Embercleave. Super unfortunate. Super duper unfortunate. But if we can, I don't know, what do we need here to get through that last bit of 8 damage? It's going to be tough now with that Gem Razor out there. And it's got protection too from our elementals. That's really tough. This just deals 1 damage. That's it, right? There's not much we could do here. That's a pretty sweet find, though. What do we do here? Do we play this or do we play this? I think we play this on one of them. And that's going to have to... Yeah, let's do that. They're going to have to be forced to make a block here with the Gem Razor. And then we should be... Yeah, we should be big enough. I'm hoping, if I did the math here right, we should be big enough to kill the Gem Razor. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll be just big enough. And we won't actually even die either. Let's go, dude. Let's freaking go, dude. I could swing it with both. I think it'd be smarter just to swing it with this, though. That way we can go wide next turn. Because if they block here, that wouldn't be great, because then it would be a one-on-one match next turn. So I'd rather do it this way. Get rid of the... Really force the fact that we're getting rid of the Gem Razor, and then we're good to go. They thought they might have... I think they thought they might have had protection there, but because we dropped the Greathorn on top, we actually were not multicolored anymore. So we're probably going to see a skip here. I think that was the best play to go with, though. I really do. I don't think the play there was to swing in with both. Like I said, they could have blocked the Elemental and been fine. We would have got in for 7 for sure, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was a better way to go. That's kind of annoying. Okay. That's actually really annoying. All right. That's okay. Let's drop this. Swing in, and then if they want to block the Elemental, I'll stomp it. Double block. I didn't see that coming, but that's also fine because we can do this. Get in and destroy their Serpent. Bang, bang. And now we're in business. Might as well just play this. That way we don't have to worry about not being able to go wide next turn. Perfect. I think we got it. So that was basically exposing our entire hand, though. So I mean, if we were up against another, set of colors like mono white or something, board state sweep would be absolutely devastating. But looks like we made it out of this okay. Can we not activate the ability? We don't have enough mana. Oh, it's actually beginning a pre-combat phase. Okay. Do I want to? So 4 or 5 gets across, they block. I think we just do this. I think that's what we do. And then we wait for another land. We have to be really smart about our blocks in this game, man. It's really kind of frustrating. We can't forget either that we have a Castle Embereth over here that we can actually utilize at any point. We could have used it there. But not that it would have made a difference for us at the moment. The Harbinger. Oh boy. And the Lovestruck Beast, which is not necessarily useful. Alright, so we both have our hands fully exposed now. Ooh, we could pump now and kill that. But I think we get more value if we just don't block. We don't really need to do anything. We can keep going for this Klothys here and dealing 2 damage and gaining 2 life. As long as, what do we do here? If it's not a land card, we gain the 2 life and they deal 2 damage. So that's 2. We go wide again. Ooh, I honestly didn't even know that was gonna trigger. Yeah, we just go wide here, I think. They block here. They block here. They block here. 2 gets in. And then we win with the Klothys on our next turn. I think that's the way to go. Actually, we pump with Castle Embereth here, I think, and we win, right? Yeah, I think we just win. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We just win. Guys, just win. You know? It's that easy. Just win. They didn't even do the proper blocks, so I don't even understand what they're doing here. They didn't even do the proper blocks to even survive whether or not we pumped or not, so that was kind of strange, but maybe they just did the math wrong. Who knows? I do math wrong all the time. GG's. All right, so far, so good. This will probably be the last game I play tonight. Like I said, I'm surprised I'm even still playing. To be honest, that first game was really fast. That's probably why I'm still doing this, but I need to go to bed, and then I wanted to get this video out for Friday, but if we have to wait, unfortunately, until Saturday, I guess so be it. This is okay. This is okay. We have a Spikefield to drop down, and then we could play the Hound turn 2. It doesn't have haste, so it's not that big a deal. We're not missing out on a turn here. We don't have the Brushfire, which is kind of poopy because that card is busted, and we would really like that every game if possible, but can't win them all. Oh wow, they mulliganed once. Mirror matchup. I could have killed that with the Brushfire, with the Spike, but I think we're just going to try to match their pace. I'd rather get this out now. The Elemental. That's going to have to go. That is going to have to go. But how do we deal with it? That's too late for us to deal with it now, huh? All right, well. This is unfortunate. We're going up against a mirror matchup, so if we lose, I mean, we lost the same deck, so I'll take it, I guess. It's still a W. Oh, we forgot to add Fabled Passages to our deck. What am I thinking, man? I threw this deck together a little too quickly. That is definitely a card we're missing. All right, well, taking a lot of damage here. I don't see a way we can win, to be honest. We're just gonna have to block, I think, to provide it. Yeah, we're gonna lose this game. Oh, of course we draw that. Why wouldn't we draw that? Let's get the 3/3 on the field. We have a Migratory Greathorn to pump this with. And then we can also Roiling Regrowth at some point. Mammoth is pretty busted too, if you think about it. The only thing it's missing here is haste, but that would be too good, honestly. Haste would be a little bit too good. This is kind of a sweet card too. You can play lands on the top of your library. That's kind of a cool little effect. I think that synergizes pretty well with our deck too. Did they draw a land? They did. Okay. So it wasn't a Fabled Passage, so we might take 3 here, but I don't mind making some trades, actually. If they want to make trades, I'll make some trades. Oh, actually, we take 6. Unless I want to trade, which I think I do. I think I'll make that trade all day. We're so far behind that we just want to start getting things off their board state. So, happy to make that trade. We'll just basically rinse, repeat here. Kill the other Brushfire. We don't need another Embercleave, that's for sure. We need more lands. And maybe our own Brushfire. Can we get out of this alive? That'd be pretty interesting if we could pull this off. Oh no, are you serious? What is this? Royal Eruption? Not bad, not bad. Ram through coming up. Ay ay ay. I guess that's pretty good, actually. We could kill something. That's actually really good. That's really, really good. I don't know why I even IAI'd that. That is actually what I need. The game knows what I need more than I do. This song is like cool and everything, but I kind of want it. Kind of over it. It's a little long. Skip song. What do we got? No lands. Please, no lands. No lands, and I am more than happy. They're roping now. That's not a good sign for them. Good sign for us, though. Wouldn't mind playing the Migratory Greathorn as its own creature. What is this? Whenever land enters the battlefield on your control, exile top card of your library. You may play a card as long as it remains exiled. At the beginning of your step, if there's cards exiled, put them into their owner's graveyard, then deals that much damage to each opponent. Wow, that's really good. Okay, well, ram through. I guess we just regrowth here. And say go, and then keep it up as a blocker still. Damn, that's actually a really cool card. I didn't even know that existed, to be honest. Okay, they can't play 2 lands, so we're good there. That's probably the best case scenario, right? Unless I'm reading the card wrong, but I think that's probably the best case scenario for us to see exiled, because that's going to go to the graveyard, and it does convert a mana cost. Or maybe it's just the number of cards. I don't know. Not sure. Okay, they are trying to steal my cards because they synergize really well with their deck. Definitely gonna kill that because that's gonna be a big problem. Just gonna play these outright, like I said before, because we need. Oh, we don't have enough mana. What am I doing? We need the bodies. Green. Could mutate this. Could be used. Well, actually, that's a elf. Yeah, I can mutate that. Do I want to mutate it though? Maybe. No, I kind of want to. Yeah, I just want to play it outright. Honestly, we need more bodies. We can't let damage keep coming through. The more lands they hit the field, the more in trouble we get. So we just need bodies to block with. As long as we don't see any lands, we're gonna be okay. Another Embercleave on the top. Big yikes. We could shuffle the deck though with the mutate. We'll probably do that. We'll shuffle the deck with the mutate here. All right, what do we got on top now? A Shatterskull. That's good. That's actually really good. We can split up the damage and kill both of those. I like that. And then next turn we can come in with our Embercleave. All right, we're turning the tables here. We're really turning the tables here. As long as I didn't draw a land. Beautiful. Okay. We are turning the tables. This can be split up among 2 target creatures. That sucks. Okay. Well, let's see. 1, 2. We'll leave back 1 Greathorn. I should have waited for them to declare blocker. I don't know what I was thinking there. It doesn't matter. Either way. Either way. And we've officially evened the playing field. That sucks. We got a temple on top of the deck. They still scoop though. Let's go, dude. We were behind by so much in that game and we still managed to pull it out. Let's go. Mirror matchup too. That's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. What do we got here? All right, we got a Hellhound. We haven't had a chance to play the Sculptor yet, but I don't think this is a good hand. I don't think I want 2 Sculptors, do we? Ooh, this is way better. Okay. Way better. Looking good. Looking good. Got the Hellhound out on turn 1, so we can actually attack with it next turn. Let's get it. Okay, so we're gonna drop the Brushfire, obviously. Get in for 3 here. That's a lot of damage off the rip. Boom, boom. Up against the mirror, probably against rogues. More than likely. Sorry, I keep looking over here because I'm just making sure everything's working because I stopped recording yesterday, so I wanted to make sure I had everything dialed in. Let's go with this. They have something at instant speed, which is not good. It's probably obviously going to be a rogue of some sort, so How do we want to do this? Do we swing in? What rogue could kill us? Probably none. There's nothing in the graveyard. 1/3 is probably the strongest thing they could bring out. So yeah, let's go ahead and drop these two in here. It'll probably flash into 1/3 to block the Hellhound. You know? Ooh, or Brazen Borrower, that works too. That was definitely not the one you want to bounce though, because now I'm getting, you know, the elemental right back and it has haste. You should have probably set back the Hellhound because that doesn't have haste. Okay, and they also played that incorrectly. They should have played the Enforcer first so they got the double mill off the top, but I'm not gonna complain, you know, I'm not gonna complain. Bang. Alright, let's go Brushfire into a Stomp. Yes, sir. Let's do it. I think what we need to kill is the Enforcer, because the Enforcer is the more dangerous card as far as value goes. It's going to generate a lot more value for our opponent. And them milling us is actually only going to help us with Klothys here, because Klothys can actually just keep eating away at our creatures in the graveyard, our own creatures, and just keep pinging them for 2 damage, and we'll eventually win in that form. There's nothing they have that can deal with this. The Mere Rogues run typically only 1 removal card, and that's going to be Drown in the Lock. And if that's the case, they're in trouble. They're going to try to outpace me here with the Trickster, though, using my own creatures. Well done. Well done. All right, let's go ahead and drop Bonecrusher. Let's just go ahead and play our whole field out here. Play our whole field out here, and then we can swing in with our Klothys now. Let's get it. Yeah, send everybody, right? Send everybody, because if they want to block the Hellhound, so be it. We basically win the game because Klothys will hit something in the graveyard next turn. That's probably what they're going to end up doing. Okay, Brushfire, that works too. Either way, it's 2 damage either way, no matter which way you look at it. So Brushfire goes to the graveyard, boom, Klothys, we win the game. All right, easy win, baby. I feel like, but you never know. Every time I say that, our opponent plays something crazy. Watch, they're gonna play some sort of like Ugin or something on this turn. Oh, well, that wasn't smart. They just go ahead and kill themselves for us. I'm not gonna lie, I've made that mistake myself plenty of times before in the past, so I can't sit here and pretend like I've never done that. I've definitely done that. Bonecrusher Giants, 2 damage, passive effect, feels bad. Honestly, this deck is a powerhouse, man. It is really easy to win with this deck. It's got a lot of cool effects in it. You know what I forgot too? I never actually even put in those those Fabled Passages, which would help a lot. I'm gonna be sure at the end of this video to throw those Fabled Passages in so you guys can see that, but I did not do that yet. This is not the hand to keep. This is definitely not the hand to keep. We had no red source, and now okay, we have a green source. We're good. This should be fine. It's not ideal, but it should be fine. We have a ram through, which is awesome. Can deal with a lot of different things. We've seen that. We've seen what it can do. So we're definitely going to keep this. We'll throw back... I hate to do it, but we'll throw back the Shatterskull. I feel like we kind of needed that, but it is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and drop a Mountain. Hellhound. That way we can get the Hellhound ready to attack starting next turn. Swing in for 5. They're going to have to block with the crab on the Hellhound repeatedly. We could take care of it, though. We could kill that crab pretty fast. If we would have gone turn 1, it'd be way better, but... kind of stinks that we can't play the Elemental and then drop that land. Obviously, that would be silly, but... Alright, there we go. Let's go. We're in for some damage. We started it off. Let's go. Embercleave is going to be nuts when we can put it on our Brushfire. If we can somehow mutate our Brushfire and then hit the Embercleave on it, juicy, juicy. Can't block yet. They can't block unless 4 more cards in hand. Okay, that's good. This is definitely a ram through play, so we're going to go here. Oh, I need that. But they're just going to mill it. Ah, that sucks. I need that, but they're gonna mill it. There's not much we can do about that, so let's just keep it on top and pray. Don't crack it, 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 don't crack it! Alright, they cracked it. They cracked it. There goes our Greathorn. Feels bad. Sometimes if you just scream at the game, sometimes you get what you want. Most of the time you don't, but sometimes. All right, so our opponent can officially... Oh, they still can't block. Let's go. But they can attack. I think we're going to easily outpace them, though, if they want to swing in. They should swing in because they can't do anything else, you know, so why not, you know? Definitely going to Embercleave this. Definitely going to Embercleave this, baby. They're going to opt. Okay. One to the bottom. We like to see that. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. I have a feeling that if I don't do this right this second, then I'm gonna accidentally click forward on the process. That'd be bad. That would be bad. Yeah, I think we won this game. 36 cards still left for them to mill. Not looking good for our opponent here. We got 2 lands in hand, which is going to trigger our event here. They can't block unless they get more cards in their hand. They might even just scoop here. Take me down to the scoop city where the grass is green and the cards are pretty. Won't you please scoop it up? There we go. I'm going to get a DMCA strike now. Bet. All right, let's go. Well, probably another game. Yeah, we probably squeeze in more games here. Guys, you're supposed to remind me to put in Fabled Passages. What are you doing? What are you doing, guys? You're gonna just let me keep playing these games without dropping in Fabled Passages? What are we thinking? All right. Interesting hand, to say the least. If we hit... Oh, man, we're banking on a lot here. Dude, we've had a mulligan so many hands. This is such a good hand. If I... I'm keeping it. If we lose, we lose. I'm going to put it out there in the ether right now. If we lose, it's because I kept this hand. It is what it is. We're going for it. We're sending it. Full send. Full freaking send, boys. What do I look like to you? Some scaredy cat? I'm sending it. All right, so we got Roiling Regrowth, which is a freaking amazing. If we can find a Brushfire. We've got our Klothys, which I love. Kind of the main reason I kept this hand, because probably up against a mere mill of some sort. Okay. Esper mill. All right, not looking good, not looking good, not looking good. Can I take this hand back? Can we take it back, please? Please, can I take it back? I was just kidding. I was just kidding. Mulligan, please? Is it too late? Well, we're definitely up against... I was going to say Winota. But maybe not. I don't know what we're up against. Maybe mono white? Okay. Interesting. That's not good. I think the game's out to get me. This game's definitely out to get me. All right, we have Klothys now that we can start pinging our opponents. Trying to get cards into the graveyard, that's going to be the tricky part. Shatterskull Smashing could be good here because we could kill up to 2 creatures. They're definitely heavy creature base, so that could be pretty strong here late game. This does give indestructible though, so we got to be careful for that. We could just pop it though, and then go for 2, and go for like these 2, and then just have them, force them to sack it for the indestructibility, get it off the field. That's something we could do. Target both their protection cards. That would be... Man, what to do? I mean, it's a big body, so It's all we can really do at the moment, isn't it? We are getting flooded pretty hard. This one's on me, guys. This one's on me. Don't let this deter you from playing the deck. This is definitely on me. If you have to mulligan with this deck, it's not the end of the world because everything is fairly cheap if you can get the curve out right. So don't be afraid to mulligan. That was pretty risky, to say the least, what I did. All right, 2 Selfless Saviors. Gotta love that. Making removal very hard. They don't swing in though. Very interesting. Okay. We're gonna do this for 2. Just get both of their saviors off the field. They're gonna sacrifice 1 savior to save the other savior, probably. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. No attacks. I could have just Embercleave there, but I think I'd rather play defensively and just kind of pick them apart with the Klothys. I think that's the way to go. Just play defensively. Shatterskull Smashing will give us a few more cards for Klothys to hit. What's great about this card is we gain 2 life every time we're dealing those 2 damage, which is really going to help us here in this matchup. I feel like we're going to be really well off here. That's a big target for us to hit. I feel like that's a really good target for Shatterskull. And then they're making my job really tough here. Okay. Yeah, I think Shatterskull is the only way to go here. Go for 2 here. Go for you and you. Actually, cancel. Would it be strategically wise? Oh, no. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, no. Cancel. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, no. You bum. You absolute bum, Matthew. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I think what I want to do is this, because in that way... What is going on? X damage divided among up to 2 target creatures. Oh, sweet, I gotta do 2. I don't know why I did that. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. My brain, me misplaying that land just totally pissed me off. So what they're probably gonna do here now is stack both their saviors or a savior and Alsaid's Bounty. So that way we get 2 of them off the field. If I would have done it the first way I was trying to do it, that was a misplay because all they would have done is stacked one of the saviors to protect the other one. This way we get a 2 for 1 instead of a 1 for 2. That whole thing was a crap show though, man. I really can't believe I did that. Yeah, see, they just doubled up on the dogs. That's what we wanted to see. But we still misplayed that and bums me out. Yikes. What a way to end the video, huh? Oh, that's a good one. That's a juicy one. Wonder what they're gonna do here. This right here made things way harder than it needed to be. And the fact that they have all kinds of protecting tools just makes things so annoying. Shatterskull Spat. Oh my gosh, this would have been the card, man. That would have been the bee's knees, but unfortunately, we misplayed it. We had all the tools we needed, and we just screwed it up. Do we just swing in Embercleave and maybe hopefully take something out with us? I think that's the play. We're gonna take a big hit next turn, but I think that's the play. Come on. No blockers, huh? All right, well, maybe we can race them then. We're dealing 8 here, and then we got 5 turns until they're dead. I don't mind using my Brushfire Elementals to do some chump blocking here. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe we can Klothys block now. Indestructibility, let's go. That's the beauty of Klothys, man. That's what I want to like really iterate to you guys, is that you never know when this thing is gonna pop off and become a creature, unless you're keeping track, which I never do. I never keep track, which is really bad. But When it becomes a creature, it's so game changing. Like that was so clutch. You got to remember Embercleave is double devotion to red, so we've got all kinds of devotion here. It is tough because it needs 7 devotion, but still very, very good. And we could chump block all day long. We're indestructible, so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And they're very confused right now as to why I didn't die. Can't blame them. All right, there goes Selfless Savior. Let's play this first, and let's see if we have a land on top here. Do we have a land on top? If we do, I'll play the Elemental. Greathorn, that's savage. Okay. All right, how do we want to play this? We could swing in. Swing in with the Greathorn. Or do we just sit back at this point? No, we can't sit back because, yeah, we kind of need to offer up some sacrifices to the graveyard so we can Klothys, right? So, Greathorn. Let's just see if we can't take something out here. They're probably going to block with the Watchdog. Oh, shit. Taki. Oh, wait, we still kill the Watchdog, though. We're good. That's what I want. As long as we kill something, we're good. And then the Migratory Greathorn dies, but that's fine because it's only 1 loyalty. And then we can get another one on top of our Elemental and really swing in with the Embercleave. So this is all good. We're fine. Oh, they give it protection. Very nice. Okay. But that gives us a target. That's all I'm looking for, really, is some targets to hit. And I'm more than happy about that. So let's get it. We got more targets for Klothys to hit for 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, just kidding. There goes our target. They can't play it, though, this turn. So we're going to be able to actually get it next turn before they can get anything off with it. This is going to be sick, man. Once we can, you know, drop this on top of the Elemental, it's going to be actually disgusting because the Elemental is going to hit and then get ++ on the Greathorn's 3/4 and then Embercleave. So even with all of our misplays, we should be able to pull this off. That's a testament to how good the deck is, though. All right, so learn from my mistake, though, guys, with that Shatterskull here. This thing right here, man, this could have been a game changer. We probably could have won the game sooner. If I hadn't realized what I was doing wrong sooner, I would have made a huge misplay early on by trying to kill one of those puppos, and then replaying it again, I clicked it as a land, which you can't go back on, apparently. It's all good knowledge, though, for you guys to have, so. Oh, they just don't swing in. All right. They have life gain. I don't know why they're not using it. Definitely the bounty's got to go. We get 2, they lose 2. We're back up to 20 health. Can't be mad at that play. Elemental. And then if we can hit a land off the top too, because we're going to reshuffle the deck here, we actually can play it because of our Keld. And then these will all trigger even more. Let's go. Hit a land here on the reshuffle. Really? No land, huh? So we have 9 devotion. We have to offer up more sacrifices again. If we lose this, though, we lose a bit of devotion. Wait, how much devotion do we have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we're still good. We only lose the Greathorn. We actually lost devotion there by mutating that on top. I didn't realize that. If you mutate this on top, you lose 1 devotion because the Elemental had 2, but now it becomes a 1 devotion. So this is a good sacrifice. We get 2 creatures in the graveyard to sacrifice to Klothys to do some damage. And we take out a bunch of stuff with us. So Alsaid's going to sack itself again to protect the Watchdog. So I'm going to do it this way. Yep, saw that coming. They're going to be able to replay the Alsaid, which is a little bit annoying, but that's kind of nice that we don't die, though. Because we targeted this first, so we actually deal the damage as first strike, and we don't actually even take any damage. And so we were able to be just fine. All right, we hit a land on top. Let's go. And then we can scry. Actually, scrying doesn't really help us here, does it? Because we're going to be playing the land from the top anyways. It's looking good. I don't see a way that our opponent can get out of this position. Like I said, if we didn't have Klothys, we'd be in a lot of trouble, but because we have Klothys and it's basically an indestructible chump blocker all day long and it just pings for 2, I can't reiterate how important this card actually is. I'd actually probably put in one more of those if I'm being completely honest. This card is actually really good. Super busted. They're spreading their 1/1 counters out quite a bit. They gave me a land on this turn to block with my Brushfire. That's actually pretty funny. They're going to sack their Alsate to protect their Aspirant when I block it here. We're going to block here and here. Everything else you can have. They're going to gain life here, though, which is really unfortunate. That was probably their main goal here, which is totally understandable. But they're going to lose Lurrus, and they're going to lose their Alsate, because their Alsate's going to have to sack here for the Aspirant. Aspirant. Man, it's gonna be a long video if this game drags on a little bit longer, huh? Sorry guys, hope you're enjoying the content. Hope you are not bored out of your mind. I'm having fun. I like winning, so that's cool. You know, a lot of these decks I make and then like play, I don't always win, so when I find one that's actually good, feels pretty good. Opponent's roping us though. I don't know if they're just confused about the line they're gonna take. They're highlighting a lot of their cards, which tells me they're thinking, which I can respect. Yep, Alsate. Oh, they're gonna protect. Okay, they're gonna protect Lurrus. I guess that's a better play. I didn't expect that. I thought they were gonna protect their token generator, but that's cool too. We're gonna take away their mode of protection, so they can't keep doing that play over and over again. I could do that, huh? Do I have... The question is, do I have enough mana to do this and then switch? So 4, 5, 6... 4, 5, 6, and then switch this over for 3. Ah, we're 1 land short to pull that play off. That would have been pretty sweet. They say good game. I'm not sure what they're referring to here, though. Are they referring to themselves beating us or me beating them? Because we both don't have a hand. We're not exactly destroying them on the board state. Obviously we are in a better position, I feel like, but I'm not sure if they've got some stuff up their sleeve or whatnot. Well, they didn't double block, which tells me they probably don't. I could activate this ability and block with this actually, huh? Let's go ahead and try that. That's actually pretty sweet. I didn't even think about that. That's a cool ability. So let's see, how many lands do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. So this is going to get plus 9/9 as a blocker. That's busted. That's pretty busted. I never play Gruul. I never play aggro in general. So it's all a learning process for me. I much more prefer the control type decks. I'm not smart enough for control, but I like them better for some reason. All right. Well, if we're getting the rope to the end here, I might have to edit this out. We'll see. Hopefully no rope. Hopefully they just play. All right, they're playing. They're playing. They're just taking their time here. Really dragging it out. They're going for that life gain, huh? Respect. Okay, they don't play a creature first. They don't play... They should have played a creature first before Lurrus died. Not a wise decision. Not your best move. And that's lethal. We'll be seeing you, G. Good game. It was a good game. All right, guys. Let's go. Gruul went, what, 100% here? And we took a really, really bad hand. Another 100% win rate deck, though, guys. That's pretty sweet. We played this deck, I don't even know how many games. How many games did we play here? 6 games. 6-0. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let's go ahead and break this sucker down. And we're back. Okay, so that was the gameplay footage. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. That last game was a bit of a doozy, but we can forget about that. We won the game. We got the dub. That's all it's about. Hold that L, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, all right, so the deck. Let's talk about it. What do we want to change in this deck? I think that it ran phenomenally. There's, you know, you don't want to touch a deck generally that's 6-0, but again, there were still things that we never even touched, like the World Sculptor. I love the card and I love the idea of it, and the landfall ability synergizes really well with our you know, it synergizes really well with what we're doing. But maybe we take this down to 1 of, and then drop in 1 additional Keld and 1 additional, sorry guys, I'm like acid reflux here. I drink a soda, it's killing me. Anyways, 1 of Klothys, 1 of Keld, and then we drop this down to 1 of, and then wouldn't mind throwing in 1 more Symbiosis just to have 2 of, and we'd have to probably get rid of something, which would probably have to be a Mammoth, I would say. But that right there, I think, would fine-tune this deck absolutely perfectly. So let me know what you guys think, as always, in the comments below, what you guys would do to the deck to make it a little bit better. I always love to hear from you. The comments have always been really respectful and awesome, and I love getting comments from you guys. I love reading them. You guys generally have a lot of fun with my decks, and so it makes me very happy. So thank you guys for all your support, and everyone who made it this far in the video, special shout out to you, as always, for making it this far. Love you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the special ones on the channel that you know, you get me up and you get me doing these every day, even though I have another job and this takes up a lot of my time and it can be stressful sometimes. I still love doing it because of all the love and comments and likes, and you guys make me want to do this more and more, which is awesome. And just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And that's it. And if you're not already subscribed, be sure to do so. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.